In Bangladesh, thousands took to the streets today demanding safer working conditions on this May Day, the annual day to mark workers' rights. The situation there particularly stark. More than 400 workers died in that garment factory collapse, and all the bodies still have not been found. Stuart Greer reports.
A week after Bangladesh's worst industrial disaster, the gruesome task of pulling the dead from the rubble continues. Recovery crews have found the bodies of at least 410 garment workers crushed to death when the 8-story factory they were in collapsed. Another 140 are still missing. It was a grim backdrop for this year's May Day march in Dhaka. Angry laborers demanded safer working conditions, better pay, and the death penalty for the building's owner, who ignored cracks in the structure the day before the accident. We also demand financial compensation, she says, from the factory owners who are responsible for the death of these workers. From Rome came moral support for those toiling in Bangladesh's $20 billion a year garment industry. Pope Francis said he was shocked that workers earned only $50 a month and called the practice slave labor. But elsewhere in Europe, the outrage was aimed at rising unemployment and painful austerity. Riot police fired tear gas at demonstrators in Istanbul. In Madrid, tens of thousands of Spaniards marched to demand jobs. Spain's unemployment rate stands at a record 27%. Our youth has to immigrate to other countries because there are no jobs here, she says. Greek unions staged another 24-hour strike. Many blame Germany for imposing harsh austerity. One pensioner burning a picture of Chancellor Angela Merkel dressed in a Nazi uniform. Meanwhile, in Berlin, riot police kept communist and neo-Nazi demonstrators apart. Far-right groups are upset German taxpayers have been footing much of the EU bailout bills. After 4 years of economic turmoil, Europe and its workers are growing more polarized. Stuart Greer, Global News, Prague.